Honey Bonjour, welcome to your first orientation video for online learning here at Kenjgewinteg. Sarah. My name is Sarah. So if you are your first time in, you can type in First Nation e-learning Ontario and it'll get you to here, and it says CPDSAB. And just so that you get to that every time, you might want to star it and add it to your bookmarks. Okay? So I'm going to type in my name. Oh. Marge.Rin. Great. So as you saw, it's your first name dot your last name, and the first time you sign in, it will say welcome, and after that you would have changed your password. So this is your first landing page. Our principal, Mark Chabot, manages this landing page, and if you're ever into a course or something and you want to get back to this main page and maybe do one of Mark's surveys or something like that, you just click on this little house here and it'll always bring you back to this landing page. To get into your courses, you click on this little waffle here, and it'll have a list of your courses. So right now I'm impersonating this student, Margarine. So let's go in and see what she's got here. Oh, look, Marge has mail. So let's just click on her mail. Marge has 2 emails. This submission receipt, you'll get this every time you hand something in. It's just the system's way of letting you know that they received your assignment. So try every day that you hand something in to just trash those. You don't need to keep those in your inbox. As a 21st century learner, you want to always try to have your email clean. And then if something is important, then maybe you would keep that, okay? To get back to the main part of your class, you just click up here up top. There we go. We're back on the main landing page for our class. So we have content. That's how you get into the course content. And the view, most students navigate using this left-hand toolbar here. Unit 1, Activity 1, and then you go to the activity. Some students use this navigation bar here. It just adds an extra step, but it sure does look pretty. Wait till you see this. Right? So it's got the units laid out. So most courses, the last unit is your culminating unit, and it is worth 30% of your mark. Sometimes there's an exam, so culminating assignment is worth 15 and the exam is worth 15. But usually your last unit is your culminating assignment. It's worth 30% of your mark, and the rest of your course together is the other 70% of your mark. Here we have assessments. So when you click there, you can have discussions, assignments, quizzes. Rubrics is just the way that your teacher marks it. Most courses don't have much of a checklist. We don't use this tool very often here at Kenjgewinteg, not yet anyway. And then you can always see your grades at any time. Okay, so we're in content right now. And we're going to go into Unit 1. You can look at the unit overview if you want, okay? But let's just go into Activity 1, equipping your toolbox. So the first time you ever go into a lesson, they're going to give you some pop-up boxes, but it's only the first time you're in the lesson. After that, they don't pop up every time. So please read through them. It just gives you an overview of what you're doing in that lesson. And then your learning goals and your success criteria. So at the end of the lesson, you can go back into this success criteria just by clicking here. And you should try to make sure at the end of every lesson that you're able to do these things. If you're not, maybe you went too fast through the lesson. Every lesson is designed to take you about an hour and a half to go through, and then the assignments can take anywhere from 10 minutes to you know, an hour or two on top of that, depending on how much work they're asking of you. Every lesson has 3 parts: minds on, an action part, and the consolidation. The minds on is usually fairly short. Sometimes there's a discussion in there, and it's just introducing the topic and getting your brain working. The action is the main part of the lesson, and sometimes embedded in the lessons, there's little pop-up windows. Whenever you see the hand, that means click on that. There's more information in there. So we're still in the lesson. If you ever just want to see just pure black and white script of what you're supposed to be learning, you can click on that little blue long description. Some people just need to see it in black and white without all the fancy graphics. There's often videos embedded. If you are in the ENG4C course, please watch this video. It's a really cool, it is 11 minutes long, but it is a really interesting information about how to use Google to do a deeper, more specific search. I learned a lot from that video. Again, these are pop-up windows embedded within the lesson. Whenever you see something in blue like this, it's either a hyperlink to a new website, okay? Or sometimes it will be a document that you need to download and work on. We'll have another video on that in a little while. Now we're into the consolidation, the third part of the lesson, which is what you do for marks. So sometimes there's a discussion, and often there is an assignment, okay? And you can check out what the marks will be. Always look at the marks, always aim for a level 4, read through that. That's how your teacher will be marking your assignment. And when it comes time to submit your work, you usually have a Word document. So this again is the rubric. That's how the teacher is marking it. Slide down till you see submit assignment. You click on add a file. Usually you're going to be uploading something from your computer. Hopefully in your computer you're saving everything under documents and you've created a folder for your course or different folders for your different courses. And please always title each assignment what unit it is and what activity it is. So this is Unit 1, Activity 1. I'm going to open it. There, it's done uploading already, and I click Submit. All right, it's taking a bit of time to submit. Last but not least, sometimes the course will ask you to save something to your e-portfolio. And there are 2 ways to save to your e-portfolio. There is the old way. Let's just see. I'm pretty sure that this lesson, there it goes. It says save to your e-portfolio. So if you click on this, you're going to get into this version of ePortfolio. It's got some issues. Mostly your teacher can't see it. So what we would prefer going forward is whenever you do have something that it says submit to ePortfolio, what we would like you to do is go into your home page, click on your name here, and click on My Portfolio. This is a much prettier and more versatile place for you to keep all of your coursework. You would click on the course in question. You would click Add to Portfolio, and you would upload that file. There, I'm going to add that file. This is important because your culminating assignment, which is worth 30% of your mark, often asks you to review and reflect and relate to assignments that you've done throughout the course. It's that end of the course, big thinking, deeper thinking reflection piece. And it's so much easier if you're keeping that evidence throughout the course. So right here, You can see if the teacher's giving you any feedback on it. It updates as we go. Okay, thanks very much for your first educational tutorial. You'll do great.